Welcome to Off-Brand Episode 8. We are going to answer the age-old question, Coca, Pepsi, and Summit Cola. Today I have with me, actually remotely, we have Alden Roth. How you doing?
Howdy. Good. How you guys doing?
Doing good. We're doing good. And we also have Chelsea. And this is a very cool episode because this is two returning guests now. So we're doing 3 people doing this test, and Alden actually set it up at home, so he gets to kind of come in remotely. And how do you feel about this challenge, Alden?
I'm very excited to be doing it remotely. It was fun to just get all the gear out and actually do something during the middle of quarantine. But as far as Coke, Pepsi, or Summit, whichever of these is which, I don't really have I don't know if I'll actually be able to do it. It was sort of just the one that I was like, I want to do a remote episode. And you were like, how about Coke? And I said, yep, I can do that.
Yeah,
it's going to be the toughest.
So. It's going to be tough because I personally don't think that I'll figure it out. I've always believed that Coke and Pepsi taste exactly the same. And I think it's an arbitrary opinion that people have saying, like, I like Coke better or Pepsi better. I think they both taste the same.
I mean, they both have some distinguishing taste compared to the two. But, like, they do taste very similar. I don't know if you agree with me or not, but...
I've never really cared. I do think... I like cherry Pepsi better than cherry Coke.
I can't remember.
I don't have a preference of Coke or Pepsi.
But I would rather just have Dr. Pepper at that point.
Or Pib.
You know?
Mr.
No,
Pib.
see, I'd rather have cherry Pepsi.
Pib Extra, yeah. Yeah, the Pib, that's a whole different story. Oh, yeah, but I think we all obviously know the taste of Pepsi and Coke, but the Summit is going to be the one that's like... It'll taste different. Like, I would imagine it's going to taste a little different. And I think that's where we're going to be like... in our head, we're going to be like, which one's the Pepsi, which one's the Coke? And that one's going to be like, well, this one tastes different. Yeah. So we're going to go towards that one. That's my prediction for this episode, at least.
Yeah. I think Summit will either be easy to find or impossible to find.
Yeah. Or
like all 3 will taste the same, or it'll be very obvious that Summit is an outlier.
Yeah, I'm getting some light beer vibes right now, and I'm a little afraid.
Well, if you just look at it, I don't know if yours is the same way.
They're all the same color.
Well, they're same color, but if you look at the bubbles, like 2 of them, at least for me, have bubbles, and the other one doesn't.
They all 3 have bubbles for me, but one of them is definitely less.
You're looking at carbonation
bubbles. Like, I don't know if yours is the same way or not, but
I got one that's bubbly.
I have 2 that are really bubbly, and then one's not. But I don't know if Pepsi does bubbles and Coke does bubbles.
I poured yours after mine. Mine sat for a while.
Well, yeah, but I mean, still, I don't know which one's which.
Yeah. You got a hefty amount of drink in front of you, though.
I think Hannah poured out full glasses, or the full cans.
And then just leveled out the Summit Cola.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Well, I'm really excited to just dive into it, so I say let's just go for it. Let's begin testing.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's do it. I'm going to go number 1. I'm going trusty old number 1.
This is number 1 for me?
Yeah, this is number 1, Chelsea.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It smells like a cola.
I'm going to smell them all
like
first.
Pepsi.
Are you guys doing smell test first?
Oh, yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
Right, smells first, I guess. Put them back up.
I don't like putting them back up.
Whoa. My number 2 is very cola-y.
This smells like Pepsi.
One of mine was really potent.
Which one was really potent for you, Alden?
Number 1.
Number 1. Okay, I think our 1 and 2 might be the same one then.
I think 2 is Coke.
Okay.
Ooh, this one smells like
this is Summit.
Weed.
Let me smell. It does not smell like weed.
It is.
I don't even smell anything in your cup.
It is. I think our 1 and 2 are going to be the same thing, Alden.
That one is just like
cola.
So far ahead in the smell.
It's like cola's punching you in the face. Right in the nose. Right in the nose kisser.
Does smelling water do the same thing that tasting water does?
Just cleanses your nose palate?
Yeah.
I'm going to cleanse my nose palate.
Actually, coffee beans does that.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but coffee beans clears your nose palate.
Now, question for the both of you guys. Does Coke and Pepsi, like, which one's more potent for you? Like, is Pepsi more potent or, like, Coke? Like, the smell of it.
I'm going back in my smell memories, and I'm thinking that Pepsi was the more vibrant smell give or offer. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna start testing.
Yeah, I have an idea that when I hit, like, Coke leaves a certain sugary coating on your teeth.
I agree. Yeah,
that the others don't.
Absolutely. I mean, it doesn't clean rust.
Cleans pennies.
I don't know.
I think
it cleans pennies.
It cleans the dirt off of pennies so they can be shiny.
So it just rips stuff off your teeth. That's what it does.
Yeah,
that's true.
All right, I'm gonna go testing. So I'm in 1.
Let's find out.
This is not good. I don't like this one at all.
I forgot how pop tastes like.
Yeah, you're not a pop drinker.
I haven't drank pop in 7 years.
What? You're breaking up for this?
Wow, this one smells. How did your number 1 taste, Alden? Because we think our 2 and 1. I think our 2 and 1 is the same.
I mean, from 1 and 2, if I'm to bet, I would bet that 1 is Coke.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm feeling it's Pepsi.
Interesting.
I just don't remember what Pepsi or Coke tastes like.
I don't even know how to describe why I think it's Pepsi, but it has this this aftertaste that it's not sticking to my mouth, but I feel a foam or a film just still in my mouth.
Makes you taste like that.
No, that was all.
Yeah.
So
I'm
I'm on
trying to
3
base
now.
off of your guys' comments for me.
So I'm on 3 now. Since we're seeing Alden via webcam, it looks like he just has 3 Merlots or Cabernets in front of him, and he's double fisted.
When I saw the promo for the seltzer, I thought you guys were drinking white wine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That would have been smart.
All right, I'm putting some guesses in real quick.
I just don't know. Put number 3 as Summit for me.
All right, Alden, do you have any guesses you want in there?
I'll do a soft Coke at number 1.
A soft Coke on number 1. That's a.
Is that what Summit's called? Soft Coke?
No.
Oh. Oh my god. This is making me feel horrible.
I know this is the worst one to drink a lot of in a short amount of time. This is worse than how beer.
I don't know
makes
why
you feel.
Hannah thought she needed to pour 3 whole things for me.
Well, that's what happened with the seltzer one. We poured all this in cups, and then we're like, we can't let this go to waste. And then we just drank it for the night. Well, Dan drank it. I drank 1 cup. He drank 5 other cups.
Okay, I honestly, I say it every week, or maybe I said it last week. I actually feel pretty good about this. I actually feel fairly confident that I've discerned.
I'm drinking wine
Yeah, does it have the same effect?
Let me hear. I just feel all the taste palettes in my tongue.
All of the taste palettes, huh? Nice.
Isn't that what
Dan, I hope you can hear my swishing really well from my mic.
We probably will. You've been swishing.
I'm trying to figure out which one's Coke by getting that filmy taste or that filmy feeling.
What about the color?
Color's not gonna help you.
It could.
I feel like I'm mixing things in a lab though right now.
Cause isn't Coke? Oh, Pepsi is. I feel is a little bit lighter than Coke.
I mean that's what you think, but you always just see it it's brown and black.
Dan, I was a weird kid. I looked at weird things.
Okay.
I definitely have one of mine that is much more.
Is there a red?
Than the other.
A red color?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's definitely a difference in the opacity.
Yeah, but does that help you?
It kind of does.
No, absolutely not.
See, mine is if you lift it up and look down, one's darker than the other.
I don't know why I keep.
And I feel like Coke is a little bit darker than Pepsi, but I also have a really bad memory.
I drank it a couple times, and now I'm about to flip my Coke and Pepsi.
I forget what Pepsi tastes like.
Because I'm thinking about if I use anything as a mixer, I usually just buy Coke, and I'm just thinking about having a Jack and Coke, or a rum and Coke, and now number 2, when I think about it that way, it's tasting more like Coke. but I don't know if that's because the alcohol changes the taste of the Coke.
See, number 2 reminds me of cherry
But that
Coke,
goes into your theory about us having 1 and 2 being the same.
Correct.
Because I think 1 is Coke.
I'm going to agree with...
Now you're getting
my
in my head.
already upset.
I'm going to agree with Alden and say mine's number 1.
I'm
Coke
flipping
2. So flip Coke and Pepsi for me.
Coke and Pepsi's flip for Chelsea.
Oh, wait, hang on. I take it back.
Okay, moving it right back.
Yep.
Okay, I'm flipping my 2 and 3. So now I think Coke is number 2 and Pepsi is number 3. And I'm gonna taste that again because I'm nervous.
Now, Alden, you said cherry Pepsi was your favorite drink, right?
Yeah.
Now, can you...
Not my favorite, but I prefer cherry Pepsi over cherry Coke.
So can you taste the difference? Like, can you remember like what cherry Pepsi tastes like, and then see which one? That's what I'm kind of realizing because I used to like cherry.
It's way more cherry.
What?
It's way more cherry.
Oh yeah, obviously. But like, can you distinguish?
No, I mean,
So the cola's not a factor here.
No, I mean like cherry Pepsi has much more cherry flavor than cherry Coke does.
Oh, okay, I got what you're saying.
Shoot, yeah. I am not getting. This isn't helping me.
That's Pepsi.
Ooh, this is the deep red.
Oh wait, Dan, I take it back. I got mixed up with my hands. Number 2 is Pepsi. This is number 2, and that goes right here.
Okay.
Sorry, Dan.
Any updates?
I'm sticking with Coke at number 1.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm done. I'm doomed. I'm not getting
Dude,
this week.
I am not.
Although, if
man.
I really want to
like
dive
Oreos?
into this,
What was that on?
if I really want to dive into this, we could try to figure out what Hannah's mind games would be thinking about what I would think. And she definitely wouldn't put number 1 as Coke because that's way too obvious. Because like traditionally you would say Coke, Pepsi, and then off-brand. And so it wouldn't make sense to actually do Coke, Pepsi, off-brand if we want to dive in there. But then I'm also like, well, was Hannah really thinking about that, or was she just concerned about trying to get the pours to be equal?
I think about that every time I do it, though.
Really?
Yeah, I absolutely I'm like, well, would she think that I put the really off-brand one in the middle, or would I put it first to like really throw off her taste buds?
You do realize
but I think about that.
I don't really mentally think that. I would go, this looks good, that looks good, that looks good, and then I just like place them on. Like, why would you think?
I know you're a wild card, and it's hard to play this game with you.
Like, I can't. I can't.
And she's so good at it.
Strategically.
Yes, think how I'm gonna mess with you.
Yeah.
Only when there's a blind taste test, and I'm like, Dan, what do you really think about that?
Yeah.
I do like psychotic games like that.
Psychotic games.
Isn't that psychotic? It's like
psychological games.
That's it.
Psychotic's it.
This is what happens when you drink pop. It lowers your brain cells.
Yeah. It makes you wired.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I haven't had caffeine like this in like 7 years, guys.
Yeah, Alden's gonna have a lot of caffeine. That's it off the wall.
Alden's gonna be up till 5.
But I am very sure.
Anna, you gotta help me with
Cola.
this Coke.
I'm sticking with Summit Cola on number 1, but 2 and 3 are now.
I think I'm done.
And these are what I think is Coke and Pepsi, and I think they mix together. I think they're hard. You're done.
All right,
You're locking it in.
I haven't drank pop in how many years, and from my memory of like drinking it on the beach or summer days, I think I got it. You never drank pop at the beach?
No.
Oh, and have you ever did you go to the beach as a kid or like growing up or anything? Do you ever drink pop at the beach?
No, I got Italian ices.
Oh, that's smart.
That's better
That's
than
smart.
pop at the beach. I'm locking mine in. I can't move it anymore. What are your
I'm gonna
thoughts?
go with the obvious: Coke, Pepsi, Summit.
All right, so we're already locking in.
So we have the same answers. Let's see if
All 3 of us?
No, you and
just
Chelsea.
you and me.
You and Chelsea have the same answers. So Chelsea and Alden think number 1 is Coca-Cola, number 2 is Pepsi, and number 3 is Summit Cola, which is the Aldi off-brand.
Mm-hmm.
I think number 1 is Summit, number 2 is Coca-Cola, and number 3 is Pepsi. And I was pretty sure until I tried it a second time, and I've been flip-flopping 2 and 3 the entire time now. So, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
yeah, because you always like Aldi and stuff.
I do,
like
but I'm certain that I think number 1 has too much flavor, and I think it's very salty. That's what I'm seeing from the Summit, or what I think is Summit. But
smart.
Yeah, so we can either talk a little bit more about our picks, or go right to the answers?
I'm thinking more and more about the psychology, and I think Hannah would think that I would think 1, 2, and 3 is too obvious. And so I would think that she switched them, and now I'm thinking what she's thinking, and I think 1, 2, and 3 is obviously the obvious pick because of her psychological games.
That's funny. Chelsea,
I'm just
a guess or what?
I say go for it.
Oh, you don't have any explanations?
I have no explanations. This is like a wild card for me.
Okay, then let's go to the envelopes here. the 1, 2s, and 3s.
Oh boy.
I know.
This is the most nerve-wracking part.
This is the worst part.
No, I feel like 2 is the most nerve because you're just like.
It determines if you got 3 right for the most part.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go slow with these because I do the graphics and it's hard when I go fast. So I'm gonna go slow.
Show me so then I can get excited.
So number 1 for ALDEN is Summit Cola.
What the heck?
But he said
that doesn't make any sense.
And are you ready?
Yeah.
For Chelsea, it was Coca-Cola.
Of course it was.
She got it right. And for Dan, it was Coca-Cola, and I got it wrong. So,
man.
Yeah, I knew that was number 2, Summit, and you're just like, this has to be Summit, and I'm like, bud, you like Summit. You like number 2.
I didn't even do number 2 yet.
Well, no, when you taste. No, wait, I'm confused. Oh, wait, you said number 1 is Summit?
Yeah, and I got it wrong.
Oh.
Okay, Chelsea. No, let's stay in. Okay, number 2. Chelsea.
Did I get it right?
You said Pepsi, and it was
Pepsi.
Oh my gosh.
Girl hasn't drank pop in 7 years.
ALDEN, you said Pepsi, and it was Coca-Cola.
Dan.
And
Can you guess what number 2 was?
I said
without looking at the card.
I said it was Coca-Cola, and it was Summit.
How'd you guess that?
Oh my gosh. So the last answers, Chelsea, you said Summit, and it was Summit. And ALDEN, you said Summit, and it was Pepsi. And I said Pepsi, and it was Pepsi. How did she get all of them right? She got all of them right.
Can she read your mind? She know which ones you're making for her?
No.
No.
I'm not the bright person like that.
No. I can confirm that she has not cheated at all.
No. I want to cheat. Trust me, I'm a big cheater. But I'm actually trying not to cheat during this. But no, you know how I did it? It's I was trying to ask you a question. Do you remember what cherry Pepsi would taste like? My dad was obsessed with cherry Pepsi growing up. When I was growing up. So, he would always bring cherry Pepsi home. So, when I was trying number 2, I'm like, this reminds me of cherry Pepsi. The little, twang taste to cherry Pepsi. And I was like, do you remember that? Do you remember that taste on? Can you tell that by the cups?
No, definitely not.
I just don't understand.
Wait, so Dan, it was Summit for number 1.
For
Coke
you?
And Pepsi?
For you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was you. Yours was Summit, Coca-Cola, Pepsi.
Mm-hmm. Man. I thought for sure because this one was so potent that I was like, that's got to be Coke.
See that?
Hannah's sticking her tongue out at me because she tricked me.
I felt the exact opposite. I said this one is so potent and it felt salty that I thought it was Aldi trying to overcompensate.
No, that's
to
always
be
Coke. Coke is always a little bit more salty.
I know that now. I just did the taste test with you.
That's why I was asking. I was trying to remember, what was more potent, Pepsi or Coke? I've never had Summit before, though. Now, before
Summit,
knowing
it's
this,
so
maybe
dark
we should have
it doesn't let any light through. Doesn't let any light through, and I was like, "That's Coke." Apparently not.
Nope.
Maybe I should have asked this before we found out the results. But what was your favorite before finding out the results?
Oh,
before
middle one.
Middle one?
By far, because I thought it was Coke, and I think I like Coke better. And that was Summit.
What about you, Alden?
I prefer the off-brands.
You do.
I
grew up with off-brands.
Coke or colas aren't my favorite kind of soda, so these all pretty much taste the same, which is why I had no real advantage here.
So no favorite out of all of them.
No, any of them I'd be happy to drink. I've never been a Coke or Pepsi fan, and I thought that Summit was Coke, so what do I know?
What about you?
I always thought I was a Coke fan, because when anyone would ask me, I'd be like, Coke. But I actually enjoyed Pepsi more because it wasn't as potent drinking it. Like, since I don't drink pop, it had a little bit less carbonation.
Yeah, it felt like it has less carbonation than...
But Summit was the least carbonation out of me for here. But, I don't know.
Which one was your Summit?
Summit was this. But, like, Summit doesn't have, like, a distinct smell. I don't know if it was like that for you. Like, the first two smelled like Coke products.
Summit is a little flat.
Summit was like... I mean, it smells like it, but it smells like a flat Coke.
No, Summit was the one that I thought smelled like the most like Coke.
This one was tough.
It was tough.
I think this one was very, very difficult.
Yeah.
But even though I thought I had it right, when I went in for the second one,
Can't be cocky, Dan.
I went
Can't
in.
Be cocky.
Yeah, but it was good because I flipped my answers and got it right. So I'm glad that I went back in. But I should have really tested those the 1 and 2 out a little bit more. Well, Alden, is there anything that you want to say? Being on the show, is there anywhere people should follow you, seek you out?
Yeah, you can follow me at AldenRoth2 on Instagram, or I have a YouTube channel, just Alden Roth. Yeah, you can follow me there, but I don't know. I don't have anything to plug. It's quarantine. Just stay safe and be happy, and yeah.
That's great. That's exactly what you got to say here. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking the time to set up and actually film yourself at home to give me the footage. That's awesome. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. And Chelsea, thank you for always for taking your pajamas off and putting on normal clothes.
And you're welcome. And thanks for another milkshake.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's a milk bottle.
Oh boy.
It's a milk bottle.
It's a milkshake.
So, thank you all for watching. If you like this video, like it. If you liked it, hit the subscribe button down below. Also hit the bell so that you're notified when new content comes out. And please share the video and like it and subscribe. Those are all helpful things to do.
And what happens if you get 100 subscribers?
100 subscriptions means we will do a live episode of Off Brand. And we will also do a cake off, a cake bake off. So we'll do a little cake decorating thing. But that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us all.
Thanks, Alden.
Thanks for having me.
And we will see you guys in the next episode.
Now I gotta drink all this Coke.